Hey YouTube, this is just a quick video. There's been some mutterings on the hackspace about a monorail system because there used to be one at the old space and it's kind of died because it has some problems mostly with track switching. And some people really want to build up a new one, sort of like a Wheatley system with an arm and an eye and a camera and a remote control jig. Of course, that needs to be a lot heavier, a lot stronger to be able to take that sort of mechanical load on it. I knocked up something last night after a bit of thought. We did find some Scalextrics kit, which I thought might be a good sort of starting point to work from. And it gave me a few ideas, but ultimately that itself is useless. But I knocked this together the other night as a sort of proof of concept. It's got some... I believe they're Meccano, sorry, you can hear Skype in the background. They're just Meccano wheels there, overslung onto some aluminium extrusion. And that's quite good because that's quite stiff, conducts electricity well, so you could use them as power bus bars, possibly also with one wire bus to actually communicate with it at a low bit rate. You get some brass wheels on there, so you can actually use some pickups underslung with some plastic bars, both with insulation, but also to support some threaded rods. You can suspend it from the ceiling and quite accurately adjust the height by adjusting the position of the nuts on it. So you just wind up and down, get it perfectly level. So for straight line use, perfect. Corners would be a bit tricky. You'd probably have to use some thin and actually fabricate some bits, but I think you could get away with that. You think you could get away with that? I'm not sure what diameter of curves you better get away with, because I know there's some particular math around the taper on the wheels that dictates the tightest turns you can make, but I'm sure someone can work that out. The inclines, because inclines will be a tricky, sometimes you'll need to go through doorways or downstairs potentially, maybe it's 45 degrees. Using an upright side like that could easily knock the pins out of some roller chain and screw the roller chain directly to the side. I presume you would use, rather than using these as actual drive wheels, run them as just rollers, just tension it. So you get a wheel with a, say, rubber tyre on the underside and a motor, possibly actually a drive shaft to get to, you only have to use one motor. But fix a sprocket to the end of that as well, so when it does encounter areas of track that have the roller chain on, it will automatically just pick up to it, and the motor will just it'll make it for climbing and descending a lot easier. I'm using my words. It's one of those days. But generally, the idea of the underslung track seems to be a good one. Be quite sturdy. The only thing I don't like is that I use the stuff that's an angle extrusion here because I didn't have any just flat bar lying around. While it's good, it makes it a lot stiffer. That's probably a good thing. It will mean there'll be sort of dust build up, so I might need to make the buggy here with some brushes on just to keep it clear of dust and so on. Because after a while, that could build up with power being used. You know, small fire hazard possibly. Also the bars here, these ones here are drilled in from below. They should really be drilled in from the side, because that way obviously you could change the angle here and still use the same bars for, you know, actually mounting these on. Wouldn't mean mounting something to the ceiling to take these, but I think you can get plates, or you can make plates maybe, just, yeah, simple steel plate with a nut welded to it, screw the end into it, it would hang there and you just screw up through the two holes in the side to maintain it. This is going to come a bit loose already. But yeah, as a general concept, that seems like quite a sturdy arrangement. Might want something to stop it getting knocked off, because obviously that knocks off quite easily. But it just requires, say, something on the side maybe, or I'm sure someone can work something out. But as a general concept, I think I quite like it. I just thought I'd show that. So I just knocked that up the other night. Let me know what you think. I think it's a reasonable idea. I'm not sure I want to take on the project myself, but the idea comes to you, so we'll see what people think of that. Have a good day. I forgot to mention one thing. There is a relatively easy solution with this to the issue of track switching, and that's a turntable system. You just have it come in on something obviously a lot shorter, maybe it's half the length of this, just enough to take the carriage onto. Put a pivot around something like this. It would need a special rig to make it a bit firmer, of course. But something on top, and the whole track will just be split and just rotate from one position to another. If you're only doing between two tracks, that's easy. You just have a stop on the end of the extreme ends of the extreme outer points of the two tracks. So you can only swing between 2 points. You'd need to come up with an electrical contact system. Again, shouldn't be too difficult. You want to do more than that. Alignment might get a bit tricky, but I'm sure you can work out a way. Making all these studs, some sort of mechanical engaging, disengage system, sort of something to stop it coming off the ends there, perhaps. I don't know, but I just want to say that to my mind there is a relatively easy way around the issue of track switching there as well.